What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Angela Simmons, no doubt, is a very beautiful young lady. And she started off with a very innocent beginning to her life, being related to Reverend Ron. I believe that is her father. Yeah. Her uncle is Russell Simmons. You know, comes from hip hop royalty. And as she said, she was 24 years old when she lost her virginity to Sutton Tennyson. He is the ex-fiance of Angela Simmons. At this particular time, he was killed in his home in Atlanta. Mr. Tennyson was known, or at least was believed at certain points, to be involved in drug dealing, according to certain articles. I'm not sure how that is. I don't want to put that on the brother. But needless to say, Angela Simmons became, not by any choice of her own, a single mother. Then she tried to get back with little Romeo. That didn't work. She had friend zoned him. Then she dated middleweight champion Daniel Jacobs for 6 months. Then the Yo Gotti. Okay? And this is interesting because Yo Gotti had been interested in Angela Simmons for years. Angela Simmons would not touch this guy. Not interested. And now you see Angela Simmons, you know, so hugged up with this guy. She all of a sudden, she loves him. She's with him. And all the women are like, oh, this is great, Angela Simmons is, giving Yo Gotti a chance. It's like a love story. And I beg to differ. What love story? Here's a story that I want to talk about and that most men want to talk about. Yo Gotti, who is now a Memphis mogul. Now, I know Memphis is a tough city, but he's known in the industry. He has a label. Here was Angela Simmons' one last chance to get with a man that is a top tier guy in the industry. So last chance. It is my honest opinion, she doesn't like the guy. Yo Gotti is a short guy. She's taller than him. Okay? Almost every man that Angela Simmons has dealt with is taller than her, at least by a little bit. But when you don't have many options that are feasible, what do? And we got to understand this, man, that a lot of people in life, including women, do not really like you, which is okay. Like, we need to understand that. A lot of people that we deal with in life, we do business with, we have what we would consider friendships with, they don't like us. They don't. And we need to stop acting as if people have a lot of optionality in life when they don't. Angela Simmons, if she doesn't deal with Yo Gotti, who is she going to deal with? Let's look at this. I don't want to use the concept of ageism, but Angela Simmons is 36 years old. By all stretches of imagination, that's still a very young woman. However, 36 years old, she does have a child, still looking very beautiful. With a woman who was raised on the same level and standard as Angela Simmons, are you seriously going to tell me that Angela Simmons would take a step down from that which she's used to? No. No, she wouldn't. She definitely wouldn't do that. But we're not trying to be honest. There's a lot of selling going on here. And you want to know what? There's going to be a lot more selling going on in the community. I see these chicks all the time, saying things like, I know what I deserve. I can do better by myself. I know what I'm going to get. When I hear these things, I feel like Well, what do you deserve? I'm not saying that you don't deserve anything, but what do you deserve and why? And a lot of ladies out there have not set themselves up to work on themselves to get a guy that actually can swing the bat, where you're being differentiated based on who you are. Now, in the case of Yo Gotti, he always wanted her. That's helped. Okay? Unless a man really wants to deal with you, he really wants to be with you, then that's different. The average guy is not thinking about people like that. Right? And some of the photos she took on this particular trip, it was sort of cringe. It was like, it was very it was very attention seeking. And in my honest opinion, it was quite dusty. To see Angela Simmons out here looking like that. I mean, like, she isn't, it was just dusty. And basically what you're seeing is, you're seeing a lady who was highly sought after 10 years ago with a guy most likely she probably is not attracted to, but is doing so to keep up a public image. Ridiculous, crazy, insane. I know, but that is what's going on, man. I don't make the rules. I just see what I see, and it looks crazy. And I tell people all the time, when Angela Simmons had her opportunities to date the guy she could get, wasn't worried about Yo Gotti at all. And that goes to the point that women always talk about. Are you single by choice? A lot of women would say yes. I would really beg to differ. You're single by choice because, well, the men that are available to you, you just don't want them. Angela Simmons has really changed her preferences to be with this guy. The question is, are you going to be the guy where a woman will change her preferences just to be with you? And I know a lot of guys don't mind it as long as you're clapping cheeks, right? But it's something that must be talked about, must be discussed. So guys, we think it's your boy, Shirley Jackson, back at it again with an episode of The Less Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do, scratch the bell, we're out.